There is something I want to say. First off, this society likes to bury mental health issues. They like to tell people to move on, to grow up, to put on their big girl panties. The number one thing that helps mental health is to talk about it. That's why we have therapy. That's why we have mental health professionals. That's why we have a bunch of apps that we are supposed to talk about it. Some of us do not have support, friends, or family. They suffer in silence. They don't have money to pay for therapy. Okay, how are we going to help them if we don't talk about it? You expect us to mask, to bury it deep, to live in a world that was designed for you, that mentally stable person that knows how to control their emotions, that never had trauma or the very mild trauma, that had childhoods, that had support growing up, that had friends or family that they could turn to in times of need, who weren't beriled and belittled every day of their childhood, or controlled and manipulated their entire life. You expect us to mask all that post-traumatic stress and worthlessness and complete lack of an inner voice that tells us that we're worth something, and live in a world of your design where everything's happy. How about we shift that a little? What if you were forced to live in a world like ours, where everything I just said was reversed? You didn't have a childhood. You had an abusive husband, your only relationship. Your mother was controlling and manipulative. You didn't have a father. You didn't have family. You didn't have friends because no one ever taught you how to make friends. You were homeschooled. You were isolated. You lived on the mountain at the end of the road, and the only friend that you had was the daughter of a drug addict family who disappeared when you were 14 after falling out. No one else was ever your friend. And you were convinced that you had to find your answers in the Bible. I want you to live in that world. And then I want you to deal with 3 kids who all have special needs by yourself. Take care of a mother with Parkinson's by yourself. And animals that are all sick by yourself. Be responsible for all the bills, all the food, all the house cleaning, every little thing. Stay up all night with your kids when they're sick. And then I want you to come back to me. And I want you to not complain or share your life with me. And then if you do, I get to tell you to put on your big boy or girl panties and deal with it.